Yo, welcome back to another episode of Captain K's Den. Serious mode! We have to talk about Spider-Man.
Yeah, we have to cover this while it's still hot.
Yes. We know we said we don't do that, but right now we have to talk about it.
Because this crosses over into our main domain of entertainment.
Yes, and we have large opinions about it.
Yes.
So, first things first. I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Cameron. When people comment on our videos or something like that and have YouTube, I'm in full support of you guys.
Yeah,
so
you're doing what we're doing, but probably a little better.
Probably. So, quick shout out to, I'm so sorry I'm gonna butcher this, but it's all love, bro. Let's see, Sui Generous, or Sui Generous Gaming. That's the name of his YouTube page. Go follow him. He plays really cool games like, let's see, Risk of Rain, Far Cry 5,
Ooh.
Dying Light. That's really cool.
Yep.
And he plays Destiny too. At some point, me and him actually have to play Destiny together. Destiny's about to be crossplay, I think, next month, hopefully.
Yeah, so we can grind my levels and stuff.
Hell yeah. So then we can all play Destiny together, bro. It's gonna be lit.
That's gonna be so
And then
fun.
you can have us on your channel. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, definitely go check him out, guys.
Cross plug.
Yeah, and he's a dope guy. Follow him on Instagram too. I can't give you his Instagram right now. I'll do that later if it really comes down to it. But for now, go check out his YouTube. Okay, so regarding the Sony and Marvel deal, all right. So there's a lot of hearsay. He said, she said.
Oh, right now
So
it's
many rumors.
pretty much just rumors, except for
Yes.
like the few facts that we found.
Yep. So I did a lot of deep diving, like a lot. Like I was in there reading books, guys. Did a lot of deep diving. Shut up. So I'm going to give you all the key facts about what's going on, and then we'll kind of tell our opinions. All right. I wrote down key notes for you guys. I'm serious about this. All right. So there has not been a detailed document signed by both companies detailing the terms of their deal. So there's no, if you see somebody say initially when they first made the deal of being able to use Spider-Man, that in that initial contract stated that when they renegotiate, there would be, they already, you know,
They're already
proposed the
yeah.
50-50 deal or some other kind of deal. No, there's not that. The only thing we know is from what they initially told us in the statement 4 years ago.
Yeah,
do I have
when
a Civil War poster? I don't think I have a Civil War poster.
No, we definitely.
I gotta get one at some point.
don't.
But whenever Civil War came out and they announced Spider-Man, only thing we know is what they told us. And what they told us was that Sony, Marvel or Disney will get merchandising rights for Spider-Man.
Right.
They would get animated rights for Spider-Man. Sony would still keep the film rights for Spider-Man. Marvel, Disney will help produce the Spider-Man films. Kevin Feige will help work on the Spider-Man films to make them cohesively fit into the MCU.
Which he's done a pretty well job
Yes,
doing.
he has.
Like, he's kept his word. He, as far as we know, has integrated Spider-Man in it in such a way that Spider-Man is now crucial
Yep.
to the
He's a
MCU.
key player. They have a certain amount of movies in that contract. I believe it's like 4 or 5, including like crossovers and all that. Well, not including crossovers. Like it's like 3 or 4 solo films, and then I think 3 or 4 crossover films, like Civil War,
which
and
we already
Endgame,
got.
and all that stuff. Yeah. So, that being said, their contract actually is not up yet. Here's what happened. Disney approached Sony basically saying, we want to renegotiate the contract. It's not time to renegotiate yet. There's still got some years left.
Yep, we got
But-
2 whole movies that we already pre-agreed on.
Exactly.
And we can't just change it now because we're doing better than you thought.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, Far From Home reached $1 billion. And Disney's just like,
What?
is that $1 billion?
I think
How much we get?
5%.
5% of the top dollar?
We literally getting a chip of the iceberg.
Right. Hold up. I gotta go have a talk with Sony real quick.
All right, wait. Put your suit on.
So that's pretty much what happened. They're just like, hold up, they're making a lot of money over there, and we're not getting enough of that. So
Yeah,
initial
so-
deal was that Disney will get 5% first dollar. I'm not going to explain what that means. Look it up. I do know what it means, but I don't feel like explaining that in this video because this video is more so just about our opinion, and then we're just kind of stating the facts right now.
And me personally, I don't know what it means, so I can't help you.
So getting 5% of first dollar though can be very lucrative, but in this case it wasn't
at all.
Not for Disney.
Not for Disney.
See, when they first did this back then, movies. Well, it hasn't been that long, but like for example, Inception, Leonardo DiCaprio did the same thing, and it was very lucrative for him. But it's not the same with Marvel movies. You know, people see these movies over the weekend.
Right.
Everybody doesn't see it as soon as it comes out, and that's when you mostly get the money on like the first day it comes out.
Right.
Even if the weekend does really well, they mostly receive their money from that first day.
That's literally what happened. They got all that first day money, and that was it.
Or a large portion of it. Or
You're right, not all. That 5%
right.
of that first day, and that was it from them.
So that's not very lucrative for Disney, who is a greedy company for some reason, though they already like are super rich. But whatever.
Now they can buy a nation, and they probably got a Disney army underground.
Probably. They're gonna invade our podcast any minute now.
Oh.
Anyway, so Disney went to Sony and proposed a deal of 50-50. Now that's a large percent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so you're making these movies, you're financing these movies by yourself, and you're collecting most of the profits.
You're doing a good job at it.
Yes.
At that, like
Don't
people are going to see your movie because they're good, not
Yeah.
because you made them or you
Yeah.
got Disney involved, but because the movie's good.
Don't get us wrong, they're probably only really good because they had Disney. Actually, that's a time for debate. We're not gonna have a debate right now.
That's not this video.
You're right. But the point is, you're making these movies your own money. And you're collecting most of the profits. Now this other person comes in like, hey, I can help you make this movie so it won't cost as much to you. Oh, that's very sweet, but I want half of what you make from it. So
Wait. You telling me I'm doing my job great and you like what I'm doing and you want to help me, but only way you're gonna help me is if you take half of what I make?
And one point, it is fair. Like if you come and help finance it, then you won't have the profits back. That's totally fair. But at this point, think about it from Sony. What do you have to lose? They still have probably about 2 movies, I think at the least, left inside this contract.
Already.
So why would you want to say, oh yeah, fine, I mean, we got 2 movies left of this current contract where I can collect, well, let's just say another $2 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, theoretically, if they have another movie and we'll have another 2 movies that reach $1 billion or more, they keep most of that.
Right.
Or they can have Disney come and help produce $1 billion movies, and they're like, well, I guess I'll just take my $500,000. I wouldn't want to do it either. No. I would probably want to keep my $1 billion. I think Disney has enough $1 billion, in my opinion. So
don't let us get in trouble over it,
right.
but that's personal bias.
Yeah. So it definitely makes sense on Sony's part why they wouldn't want to do it. Now I know a lot of people are saying it's primarily Disney's fault that the Spider-Man movies are doing so well. Far From Home and Homecoming would not be as good as they are without Disney's involvement. Even casting Tom Holland as Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure that was more so Disney versus Sony.
True.
So I get it, and it does make sense. But I'm just saying from a business standpoint,
Sony is not in the wrong for not wanting that deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to split my money either.
Yeah,
honestly.
especially now. Like, if we didn't do this in the beginning, like when the first movie dropped, if y'all weren't like, right then, like, we want half, we'll help you with that.
Yeah.
You want to do it after I made my great proceeds?
Yep. Like, they didn't come to them after Homecoming. They didn't. No, they waited until after Far From Home reached $1 billion. Then they're like, "Hey there, buddy, how you doing?
You made a lot of cake there. I want half of it."
Right. Like, and think about it like this. Also, Sony has leverage. Sony has Spider-Man. Say these next 2 movies come out and they reach a bunch of money, and Sony, collects all the money, and then they're just like, okay, in hindsight, our movies made this much money because you guys got involved. Maybe we can think about sharing it. Then but right now? No, they have all the leverage. They still have Disney locked in contract. They still have Spider-Man.
And since we put the facts out there, I'm gonna just let you know how I learned about this situation. One day, work, got home, laying down. My brother's like, "Oh my God, Sony's so stupid." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Well, they just pulled out from the Disney deal." because of Spider-Man Far From Home made so much money. I was like, wow, that sounds strange, you know? And everyone's like, well, Sony's just being greedy. Now that I have the facts, sounds like it's on the other foot.
Yeah. Now, see, it'd be different if like Sony was as big of a company as Disney. Then yeah, you know, you could be like, okay, both of you guys are like high up there, but let's be real. Sony is like here.
Yeah.
Disney's like here.
They're both really, really high up in the finances and what they're making, but Disney is definitely
Disney's definitely
peak.
Top dog. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to give my money to the top dog either.
You're right,
like I'm the underdog. I want to keep my money. Like what the...
I earned this.
Yeah, like I used your help, but I definitely earned this. I earned my toe change. Like,
let me keep my piece of the pie, please.
Yeah. Like you got their pie, you took their whole pie shop. Like,
you bought out 5.
Wait, let me keep my slice. Okay.
Can I have my slice until our deal is done at least?
Exactly. So I totally get it. Also, another thing, this part you did not see. So, and that's actually where I stopped doing. Well, I stopped the research I was looking at earlier. So, what is her name? I want to say it's Joanne, but Stan Lee's daughter released a statement actually on the matter, and it was actually very interesting. So she basically said, I'm gonna sum it up. She basically said that she would not mind. Maybe Spider-Man leaving the MCU would not be a bad thing. Because she's basically saying that if you just see, like, the thing with Stan Lee is you saw all these heroes from all these different perspectives. That was his vision. You know, you see black superheroes, white superheroes, Asian superheroes. You know, he made all these characters, all these diverse characters, all these diverse worlds in this big universe, and you see all these different perspectives. Now, Marvel or Disney has control of majority of Marvel characters.
True, so their view
is one singular view. Like,
yeah.
You know, an example I was watching earlier was they said you wouldn't have gotten Deadpool. Like, you might have gotten a version of Deadpool, but the Deadpool we see,
yeah, we would not
you
have
might
gotten
not have gotten that.
Disney.
You wouldn't get a movie like The Dark Knight. You wouldn't get a movie like, or not a movie, you wouldn't get a show like The Boys.
Right.
Under, you know, Disney's view, because they have this, you know, pretty singular view.
They definitely do.
And so if you keep it with Sony, if you keep Spider-Man with Sony, then you get this different perspective.
This small town hero type of perspective, like the Venom story. All that happened, and it was just in that.
You would not. I mean, not that Venom was great by any means.
No, it's just the fact that it's a different view.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's basically what she's saying. She's saying, like, you know, Spider-Man staying with Sony might not be so bad because Sony has their own perspective, they have their own view, and then they're gonna show that through Spider-Man films, and that might not be so bad. It might not be so predictable versus an MCU movie, which are pretty predictable.
Yeah, they all come down to the same formula now because the formula works.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then also she also mentioned that after Stan died, Sony and Disney, neither of them reached out to talk to her to make sure she was okay. It's pretty messed up.
I did not know that.
Yeah, neither of them reached out to her at all. Yeah, so she's not really happy with them at all, and it's totally understandable. But I think what she said definitely still stands. Like, yeah, like I know a lot of you don't like this, but I'm gonna be real. I love The Amazing Spider-Man. 2 wasn't that great. 2, I did love 1.
Ooh, 2 was so, I was so mad at 2, and I don't know if there's 2 fans out there, but 2 was not where it was. Yeah, that's not it, dog.
I really dig 2. It was certain things from 2 that I kind of like. I liked his suit, his new suit. Yeah, I didn't like the first one's suit. And
I kind of like that sort of the Peter Parker view. I just wish they didn't base the whole movie based on his like side life.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. But I did really enjoy 1. It was so ground level.
It was.
It was extremely ground level. They even like some of the web slinging scenes were real. Like they, you know, found a bridge and they had the stunt double. Like actually, you know, I'm like, that's so dope. And it was just so grounded, so smooth. It wasn't like a big story. It basically looked like a Netflix movie. Yeah. With Spider-Man.
But with Spider-Man.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have got that kind of story, that kind of Spider-Man story in the MCU. That's
Not
something
at
you would
all.
only get from Sony.
Most MCU movies are like world breaking, and it always has you questioning, where are the other heroes? Like, this is a big deal.
And let's not forget one of the best animated movies ever. Spider-Verse.
Ooh, yes. Yes.
Sony.
Yes. Yes.
Where's Disney's? Where's Marvel? Disney and Marvel have plenty of other, good animated movies, but none of them are Spider-Verse.
Touch Spider-Verse.
Maybe my opinion's a little biased on that one. Man, Spider-Verse is that deal.
And I'm still shocked. Like, not a lot of people know about it because they were like,
it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, because they were like, "Where's the real life part?" And I'm like, just watch the movie, please.
Yeah. That
just
movie
enjoy
is
the movie.
Beautiful. Like, I can go on that movie for days. Point is, that's an entirely different perspective that you only saw because Sony has Spider-Man rights. So, that being said, those are the facts. Now, as for our opinions, my personal opinion, I think both companies are stupid. Honestly, though, because the one thing I hate about this whole thing that really drives me up the wall is that all of this is from money.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off. Like,
none of it's about the fans or the future of the movies.
At all.
None of it.
No story. No, it's not about the storytelling.
No.
It's not about the characters.
It's not about the development of the rest of the MCU that they plan with Spider-Man. None of that.
Not about the fans at all. It's just
all
money.
financial.
It's just all money. Who gets the most money? Oh, well, F that story. F that story. I don't get enough money, so like that. Like, you have access to some of the richest characters ever. You have so much you could do with them.
Such deep
and
storytelling.
You're already rich. You already have all this other money, but you're just like, no.
I'm greedy.
Yep, I'm greedy. So, F you fans, F your story, F your characters. That freaking sucks. And so, that one, that's what pretty much gets me. Like, I really don't care who's right and wrong. My personal opinion, I will side with Sony a little more because Disney is already top dog, and I feel like they have enough money. Why are they trying to get more money? And I understand maybe you don't want the 5%. Take a 10%. Or also there was a word going around. It was a 70-30 deal. Like
that would still be a good deal.
That would still be a good deal.
Because like you went from asking for a measly 5% to another 45% on top of that. Like,
yeah. So it's. Yeah, like that is ridiculous. Like, you're like, I want all of the money.
That's like, I'm working at a pizza shop, and some homeless dude comes in, and I give him a slice every day. And he goes from like, I'm too big for just a slice nowadays.
Yeah, right.
I need half a pizza.
Right.
I'm doing this out of the generosity of my house.
Make me a co-manager.
What?
I was giving you daily slices, and now
for
you wanna,
free. Like now you wanna run my
you
wanna run my business, guy that I barely know.
Hey, So that's the only reason I'm siding with Sony on this one. I get it. I totally agree. I do think Spider-Man would not be as successful without Marvel and Disney. And I do think Disney should get more than just that 5% top dollar. Look, I wouldn't say 50%.
I wouldn't say 50%.
I wouldn't say that because at the end of the day...
If anything, if they got like 5% over all dollar, like all money
that
made,
would be more understandable.
That would be more understandable than going for 50.
That's just the top dollar.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, though... Spider-Man still belongs to Sony. And I feel like Disney should recognize that and just be like, all right, we're not going to get 50-50. We're not going to get the character back, at least right now, unless they buy Sony or whatever. So let's just take what they give us.
Disney,
and
they
then,
probably would try to.
Right? Let's just take what they give us and then focus on other places. Sony made a statement, forgot to mention that. In their statement, they basically said that Kevin Feige won't be working on future Spider-Man films because he's too busy focusing on his new properties, basically Fox, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. And that's cool, that's fine. I mean, obviously, they said a nice way, but basically it just sounds like he's like, from what I gathered, from the way, here's how I took it. I took it as, he came in, he's like, you guys made $1 billion, we didn't get enough for that, I want 50-50. Okay, no.
He was like, okay, fine. I'm busy now.
Yeah, I'm very busy. I have to go make Fantastic Four and X-Men, and it's gonna poop on Spider-Man.
Yeah, just straight grade school.
You think people are gonna see your film? You know what, better yet? I even do one better. What day is the next Spider-Man coming out? I'll release X-Men right on that day, and Fantastic Four the next week after that. Ain't nobody seeing your Spider-Man.
Nobody gonna want to see Spider-Man then.
Right.
They're just like, oh, okay, guy. Thanks for the help. You. Like, hey.
So basically, that's honestly what it sounds like. It sounds like they didn't accept the offer, and then he was just like, all right.
Either that or like.
I got better stuff to work on.
Yeah, either that or like, he was like, wow, you guys did good with that $1 billion. And he was like, oh. Disney wants to know if we can have 50%. And they're like, no. Oh, looks like I gotta go.
Well, my director on Fantastic Four is calling me. Bye.
Like, what? We were good friends.
Right.
I'll see you guys at the next picnic, right? Like,
we still get time on weekends for another, right? All right, good.
Cool.
So that's why I'm just like, that's why I'm kind of siding with Sony on this one. But honestly, I really just want to stick a middle finger up to both companies, line everybody up who made this decision collectively, and slap each and every one of them. It's just like, think of your fans. Think of your fans. Think of your fans. Like, that's honestly what I want to say. Like, just between the two of them, somebody cave. Somebody just be like, all right, for the fans, I'll give you 50-50. For the fans, I'll accept less than 50-50, something. If both companies cared about us, I feel like that would be the right move. But
Michael Jackson playing in the background. I can't sing the song because of copyright. But along the lines of somebody not caring towards us individuals. Mm-hmm. Whew, I don't know if that was like too close or not to the lyrics. Ooh.
So that's the facts. That's more so our opinions on the whole matter, I think.
Yeah, no, we covered.
Okay.
Solid. And then we got serious enough.
Yeah. I mean, there were, but a bunch of the rumors that were going around, there's rumors talking about, like I said, there was some rumor about the 70-30 thing, but from what I heard, the facts are that Sony didn't counteroffer, so I don't know where that one came from.
Yeah, so, that's not a true
Yeah, I don't know if
thing.
that was true.
Yeah.
Another rumor is that, what was it? Dang, I can't think of it right now. It's so many rumors, flat out all around, and none of them are really true. I mean, both companies haven't really said too much. Even the one statement that Sony made didn't really go into details about what happened at the meeting.
True.
So, don't believe everything you guys see. Okay, don't
read too much into everything that comes out.
Yeah, don't see a picture and then click the comments and start, getting your facts out of the comments. No. Look stuff up.
Because, like, right now, it's literally all up in the air. Mm-hmm. The only official thing right now is that there's still the deal in play where Sony and Disney have 2 more Spider-Man films.
Yep. So at least we have that to look forward to. And then also, obviously nothing is, set in stone.
Yeah.
This deal came out of nowhere. No one expected this deal to happen in the first place. So it's entirely possible that they can come back and come to some kind of agreement at some point. Whether it be maybe Marvel or Disney will come back and realize, okay, maybe we don't need all that money. Fine, you can do whatever you want to do. Or maybe Sony will be like, oh, shoot, our franchise is sinking, or at least the main Spider-Man films are sinking. We got to figure something out. Let's go give them more money.
Yeah. Someone's got to... It sadly sounds like the underdogs is going to break before the main deal. Especially since they're like, fine, we'll back out. We'll just go chill on our private island.
Right.
In our new country we just bought with our new armed forces.
That's pretty much what it sounds like. Okay.
Thanks.
Let's see. We went to Comic-Con. We'll probably release another video about that soon. You guys a quick update on the channel because we finally missed a week. We apologize.
Yeah. After missing that long time period of uploading, this is the first actual miss.
Yeah. So we apologize for missing a week, guys. We went to Comic-Con, Michigan Comic-Con. We filmed a little bit of it, not a lot. It's maybe about 5 minutes worth of footage.
Yeah, honestly, because there was just so much happening that we didn't.
Some really good shots though.
Thank you.
I was looking at them. I was watching the whole thing. I was like, oh, that's a really good shot. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because there's some stuff I was like, okay, I gotta get this because this is a good place. It's just, one, I'm easily distracted. If you can't tell by the way we like have tangents and stuff, like I'm easily distracted. 2, when I go to cons and stuff, it's mostly for my friends. I enjoy that time. So work is on the mind sometimes, but hardly ever.
Exactly. So we will talk about our experience. I will show the footage. I will show you guys my cosplay, and we hope you guys will enjoy that video when it comes. What do you got?
Check out our Instagram, because that's where all our like actual still photos
did
will
not put
be.
them on Instagram yet, but I will definitely put them
Will
on Instagram.
be.
Probably after this video. Most definitely. Yes, check out our Instagram. I'm not good enough to quote the link yet. Because you know, they be like, check this out, blah, 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 blah. I can't do that yet. So it's Captain_K's_Den. It's this, Captain K's Den. With the K for Captain. And it's KYS for K's. Yeah, Instagram. Go check it out and go follow us, because we have, roughly almost 30 followers. Two of them are subscribers. The rest of these people I ain't never heard of.
Yeah, so they have no idea what the actual Instagram is for.
Yeah, they just like the pictures that I post. They're just like, oh, these guys post cool pictures. That's cool.
Yeah, so one day they'll be like, they have a whole podcast?
Right.
Psh, gotta go over there.
So, but with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this video to a close. We hope we taught you guys something.
Hopefully you got the main focus of like not believing everything you read.
Yeah.
If that is the main point we're getting across.
Yeah. In the comments below, drop your opinions on who you think is right or wrong, or your opinions on the whole situations.
Yeah, even if you're like unaffected or don't even care, like just say something. Like a hi would be nice.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to end this video. He's not going to do his thing because it's serious mode.
Yeah,
serious
this is
conversation.
serious.
Yeah.
I couldn't even think of one today because I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to have this discussion about this topic. So.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.